and you will see now the boss has increased attack, increased defense, increased speed, and the shield. And what do you think is gonna happen now? I'm gonna steal everything. Look at that. I can't even see my HP. I'm unkillable. I do extra damage with increased attack. I got extra defense, but you don't need defense. You got so much shield, but you also have the increased speed. And nobody in this stage still buff. Oh my god, what is going on, guys? I basically finished to record this video about solo strategy from stage 1 to stage 6, and I just realized that I wasn't recording my voice. So now I gotta rewatch the whole video, and I have to, like, you know, commenting again. This is insane. And that's not the first time that this happened, by the way. Anyway, guys, I apologize because it's gonna be a bit confusing, but I'm basically talking over stuff that I already said, and it's gonna sound maybe a bit weird, but I'm gonna try my best. So what I'm doing here, solo strategy, because I've seen a lot of people complaining that these new dungeons is insane, is crazy, you know, the stats are insane, or like I've seen so many bad comments around. I don't think it's true. Obviously I'm in endgame, so maybe it might be too easy for me, but I'm gonna try and show you how you can do this with one champion. Can be Embry. We're gonna use Carnage. We're gonna use another champion like Urost for the Scarab King. So one champion is gonna carry the whole fight, and then you're gonna select those 4. They're gonna give us 9 times multipliers, and when we use 4 of them is 36 times. So you will see now that I'm gonna select them. This is the stats on my Embrace. I go 100,000 plus HP, over 3,000 defense, okay? And then speed, you need to have at least 250, and do not worry about resistance accuracy, but if you have higher accuracy, but it's not needed, you do extra damage. Is either you do double damage or you ignore 50% of the boss defense. Now you open up with the metamorph, and then you block it. You gotta stay in the metamorph against stage 1. Now I'm gonna start the fight, and stage 1 is very easy in my opinion with the stats that I got. You don't have to use Embreeze, but Embreeze is one of the best solo nuker and is available for everybody. There was a 5-star blessing for grab not too long ago. If you have a 5-star blessing, try this. Even if you don't have 300 critical damage, you should be fine, because you will see I'm doing like 200, 300,000. You need to do even less. But the point is, you're gonna get the 3 stars, and you're gonna do it. And you're gonna get the rewards, and then you're gonna get the accessory. You're gonna get the craft, the materials. Hopefully you get lucky, you pull a good relic, or you pull some good accessory that can boost your damage against bosses or reduce damage against bosses. So do not give up on this, okay? Now I'm using also Vargos. He's fully built, but you can honestly don't have anybody build. I want to make sure of that. I'm doing, like, you know, good damage with him, but when after he dies, he's fine. It's gonna be super easy. So even with the heal reduction, you will see that we don't have issue, because if we die, we come back to you know, we come back alive, and then we just use day 3, go back full HP, and keep doing damage. There is only one thing you gotta do here, is cheese the boss when he does when he goes back at full HP. That's the only thing. But it's fine. Like, even if for example I'm doing too much damage, so I can kill him in less than 10 turns. But if you struggling with the damage, what you do is, and I'm gonna show you right now, first you gotta kill the one on the left. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up. See, now I go heal reduction. Look what happened now. I go heal reduction. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna use it, so I pause the run. I'm gonna just wait a 1, because if you have heal reduction, you're not gonna heal. And here we die, we come back alive, and I got it again. I got very unlucky. But anyway, I took an extra turn, sorry. And then I need 2 turns. I need to take 2 turns to reactivate my passive. Look, the boss does 4,000 damage, guys. How can you guys say that this is a lot of damage? I don't get it. And now look, I'm back at full HP because I waited. Full HP, I'm gonna kill the boss on the left, the force keep boss. And now what you do, you're just gonna wait for the boss to heal. Okay, it's gonna go back. And what you do, you're just gonna use a 1. Do not heal. A 1, a 1, a 1. When you're gonna be close to the threshold again, you're gonna be at very low HP as well. The boss is gonna do the HP exchange, and it's gonna basically go back to maybe 20% HP, and he has the skill on a 11 turn cooldown. So to cheese this, you gotta basically hold your healing, because you can die and revive, right? And then when he does the exchange, he's gonna do it when you have like 10% HP, and he's gonna have 10% HP, and then he has to wait 10 turns, 11 turns, whatever, to get the skill back. That's how you're gonna kill him. So it's super easy. If you don't have the damage, just hold your 1, hold, just use a 1, and then let him steal your HP when you have like 10% HP, and you are fine. But with my build, I was able to kill him in 6 turns basically. And then you do 17,000 points. So if you want, you can even switch out one of those champions and get another strong nuker, a healer, a reviver. But the thing is, Embris can do it by himself, okay? He can just healing. You just need to plan and be careful when you have your reduction, and that's it. Now I'm gonna do stage 2 now, and in stage 2 I'm gonna use Carnage. I change his gear into Merciless, and I'm just gonna worry about doing damage in the first form. So I'm gonna stack up critical damage, attack. The build is honestly a good build, but you're gonna see what's gonna happen against this boss. It's actually fun, you guys. Alright, so here we are. I'm starting the fight. Look what happened. I'm gonna use day 2 of Carnage to steal the shield. And this means that Carnage can solo this boss because he's gonna have always this big shield of 3 turn cooldown, and he's never gonna die. How cool is that? And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place 3 debuff on the minions on the right, the 2 minions on the right, because they do a lot of damage. That's why I couldn't do it with Embris. They just do so much damage. They do like 30, 40, 50k, 60k with a critical hit. Both of them. But because I got the shield, I'm not gonna die with Carnage. The shield is like 1 million HP, and I'm gonna land the debuff here. Not now. It's gonna happen a bit later. But the idea is to have 3 debuff each, and then you switch into the other form, nuke, and you block revive them, and then they're not gonna come back again. The boss is not gonna revive them because he can't. They're blocked. And you will see now the boss has increased attack, increased defense, increased speed, and the shield. And what do you think is gonna happen now? I'm gonna steal everything. Look at that. I can't even see my HP. I'm unkillable. I do extra damage with increased attack. I got extra defense, but you don't need defense. You got so much shield, but you also have the increased speed. And nobody in this stage steal buff. And now I'm gonna place the debuff. Okay, no, I failed. I think I'm gonna do it next. Lag is just a fear, not the true fear, so we're not gonna, skip our skill. Here we go. We've done the A3. I got 4 debuff here, 2 here, but now I'm gonna use, I believe, because he's passive, allow him to transfer debuff when you use the skills. So I think I'm gonna counter here. Okay, I'll end the something. Wait. Okay, here, see? I transfer a debuff. And now I'm gonna steal this, because it was about to expire. And I'm gonna flip him, and I'm gonna nuke them down. They're gonna both die, block revive. Easy peasy. So in this stage, it's true, 2 enemy hit very hard, but the boss, they do like little damage, guys. Very little damage. Even without the shield here, we're gonna survive, because also Carnage heal with the 1. when he attacks in the other form. Here we go. See, I'm healing. Look at the damage of the boss. 5,000, what is it, 10,000? Let's see if I'm getting attack again. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm healing a lot. So the boss did 5,000, and this one is not gonna have a chance to attack me, but he does like 11,000 with the critical hit. So done. Now I stole all the buff, and I'm gonna kill the rest. So if you do this strategy, you steal the shield, guys, you're gonna have very easy time against this boss. There's no healing. There is nothing that can, you know, you're gonna steal again the buff. Here we go. So yeah, that's my strategy. I think it's the best strategy to solo this because that shield is so big, and yeah, it's gonna be annoying. But obviously, if you have Marius, you can steal everything, keep damaging. But how I hear comments say that people don't have Marius. Marius is very hard to get, so Carnage is way easier to get than Marius. So get Carnage, get him enough accuracy, get him some damage, get the stats that I got, and you can do what I did. Here is the last turns when I'm gonna kill them with a single target hit. I stole the Dermida. You can steal the Dermida of those bosses, by the way. And we got 17,000 points. Again, you can drop one of those champions, get someone good. You might actually get fast if you do this strategy in your group. Now guys, I'm about to start the next stage, stage 3, and I got a bit of gear on Valanin, and I got the 5-star Brimstone. That's to speed up things. So if you have Brimstone, the blessing, I mean, if you got the blessing, because you should have the blessing, everybody has the 5-star, getting Brimstone, get some accuracy, you can land it, and you're fine. Now here, the boss with Embrace is gonna be super easy. You just need to make sure that you don't attack too many times with the Enfeeble, if you don't have high blessing on Embrace. So when he has the Enfeeble Embrace, target the Minotaur, and then when you don't have the Enfeeble, you can attack the boss. Remember, you cannot die when you have block passive, but these bosses, their damage is a joke. I mean, I don't know. Look at that. Let me see. Embrace got 18,000 damage, and I can go back to full HP with one skill. That's why you gotta use Embrace, guys. It's the best for this. Not on all the stages. Like the other stages, it was gonna be too hard to use him. But here is amazing. Okay, we did with kids because we had the Enfeeble. But the A3, we get the extra turn. The Enfeeble goes away quicker. And I'm also using this champion, but you don't need anybody helping you, okay? I promise you. And let's see, let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna kill first the Shogun. So now I got the Enfeeble. I'm gonna get an extra turn. And I got full HP anyway. I'm full HP. Look, 4,000 with the critical hit, 3,000. 3,000 from the boss. Now I got decreased defense. Let's see the damage. 22,000. See, like if you have 100,000 HP and it's not hard to get. I mean, if you combine your best gear, you should get to 100,000. Unless you are like an early gamer. Unless you are at the early stage of the game. And then the Minotaur is a joke. Very easy. So 18,000 points. Like I say, Embrace. Pretty much soloing. Varco didn't do much damage actually, only 600, did more damage Valarin with the Brimstone. Now guys, we're facing the Scarab King and the Void Keep, and Embrace is gonna struggle a lot here. I'm not sure if Embrace can do it, but there is also other champion that we can use. And one of the best champion for this is Urost. I actually lost with him when I tried him because I was getting too many debuff, the block buff, poisons everywhere. So I feel like you needed a lot of resistance to do that. And I didn't want to showcase a champion in 600 resistance, 400 accuracy, and then high HP to stay alive with the resistance set. So I decided to use another strategy. And for this strategy, we're gonna search champions that do transfer debuff with day 1, okay? So you're gonna go here, transfer debuff, select all your champions and see your option. Okay, these are the options that I got. There are some free options and I'm gonna use a free option, but there are champions like Siegfried that does it, I think, actually only on one hit, so you can't use Siegfried. Plus it's magic, the Scarab is force, it's gonna be hard. But there is a void champion, what's his name, Jingwon. Also, Highkeeper Prisma can do it. He can do all the debuff. So if you have him, you can use him, or you can use Jinwon here that does it on the one, all the debuff. But I'm gonna be using a fusion, and his name is Ishiyama. It's like a fusion that nobody ever used. Me too. That's the first time I've been using him. I got him with these stats. So HP, I got like 100,000 HP, right? 100,000, 240 speed, crit cap, 100% critical rate. You need to have that because I'm running these gemstones with this relic that I don't know if when you transfer the poison you can land an extra poison with this relic. I'm not sure. I didn't see any extra poison, but this is the gemstone that you need. The 1% to destroy the HP of the boss, and then more healing, and then 5% less damage. Now guys, I got 100,000 HP. I think I never drop below 80%. I mean it. And if you want, just go with this relic, by the way. You know, this one, you just get this triangular gemstone inside, and that's it. Now I'm gonna show you the fights. It's gonna be long, but basically all your team get killed, and then this champion with the one, check the one what he does. He basically counter when someone attack you and you have debuff. So these I think are the counter, so it's not doing it. This is the attack of the boss, and see, I'm countering, and when I counter, I transfer one debuff with every hit. So now I got attack, counter, and I got this debuff away. Now this is my turn, so I'm not gonna transfer anything, but now see, I got this 3 debuff. You can't transfer the provoke, but every time the boss uses the one, the void keeper boss, he give us 2 poison. So we're gonna drop, now we drop 1 back to him, and now 1 to the Scarab King. And now again, we're gonna get 2 poisons. 1 go back to the void, and 1 go back to the Scarab. Let's see. These 2, they're gonna go back both to the Scarab King. Now we're gonna select the Scarab King because he has to die with the poison, right? So we need the void keeper to attack us, give us the poison, then we attack the Scarab King. So make sure you select the Scarab King first, and then have the gemstone, so you can destroy the bar here. You see I'm destroying the bar, and then we're gonna do more damage. That's why I got crit cap. You can also go with life steal gear. Get life steal gear, get 100% critical rate, get 200 critical damage. You're gonna do more damage, you're gonna be a bit quicker. But look at that, guys, it's super safe. How can you guys say this is hard? I honestly, look at I'm healing for 21,000 every turn, and I'm getting 1,000 damage from each hit. Let's see the void keeper damage. Looks I was lagging because I was I think I left the fight on and I went to do other things. Let me see the damage. So I'm getting 7,000 damage from the void keeper boss, and the Scarab King, how much damage? 7,000, 8,000 from him, and the Scarab is doing like 2,000 each hit, nothing. So this is no hard, I promise you. No accuracy needed here, no resistance needed, just HP, regeneration, 100% critical rate, and around 200, 220 speed, something like that. Now I'm gonna skip ahead because it's gonna take me 14 minutes to kill him. So almost 300 turns, but I was doing my stuff. You know, go grab a coffee, you know, help your wife with your chores while you do that. So 17,000 points, guys, easy peasy. You can do also with Uros, but like I mentioned, I don't know if you need resistance because I tried with Uros and I died. I had so many poison on me and I just died. Now I want to also showcase this. So there is this guy that is first in my leaderboard. He used Uros here. Okay, use Marius everywhere and Uros to do the stage 4. So I don't know if you need the resistance, but he can do it. But I know the stats is gonna be too high. And if you wanna try this as a mid gamer, you can do it, but you need to have probably the champion that I use or someone else. Doesn't need to be him. Any champion that can transfer a lot of debuff with day 1. Alright, and now I'm gonna do a stage 5 with the same stats, same build on Embris from stage 1 and stage 3. So we're gonna transform and we're gonna do the damage. The only thing here is to kill the Iron Twin first, so select the Iron Twin as soon as possible, and then the Iron Twin plays heat reduction. So you gotta do the same thing that we were doing on stage 1, which is when you're very low and you're about to die, do not use day 3 because you're gonna fail the healing, and then you die, you come back to life, you get a turn, go back at full HP, and then you press auto, keep going. So I've done this 3 times here. You will see that okay, here I got the reduction. I don't know who plays actually. Is the Griffin or I don't know. Anyway, someone does the reduction. Now it's gone. I don't know, maybe the mastery remover. And I'm very low, but you can revive, right? So we don't care. But make sure, see, now I pause the run because I want to make sure I do the right things. Okay, I die. Okay, so here I didn't have to do anything because I didn't have the skill on cooldown. Okay, now we're doing solo. And yeah, full auto, full HP, full auto. But I'm gonna pause it, I think, twice because I'm going very low. And if I would have done the reduction, I would have failed and then I would have been dead, basically. So they can kill you. These two, they actually hit hard. They can kill you in 2 turns. So that's another instance, you'll see. So do not use the healing now. Just let yourself die. Reset. See, now we're getting attack. Full HP, and now you press full auto again. Here we go. Now we got the full auto up and running, and now it's gonna happen one more time. Yeah, I was checking who plays the reduction. I think it's the Iron Twin. See, I got a reduction again. So I pause the run. Do not use the skill. Do not risk it. So just use the one. Now you die. Revive. Rinse and repeat. But now it's fine. He's dead. And we can focus on the Griffin. And it's gonna be super easy because, yeah, he doesn't place it. So it must be the Iron Twin. Honestly, no, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check the skill later. But anyway, easy peasy, guys. Gonna skip ahead because I don't wanna show you boring stuff. A lot of weak hits say Spirit Affinity as well. But you are in control. There is nothing he can do. Critical hit is like 12,000. And we have 100 plus thousand HP. Okay, I skip already. Done. We're gonna make another 80,000 points. 20,000. Okay, so again, you can drop someone if you're struggling. And now, guys, I'm gonna talk about stage 6. I thought I could do it with Embrace, but it's a no. The Faction Wars boss plays 2-turn True Fear with day 2 and 2-turn Provokes with day 1. You're never gonna move. Okay, you're just gonna use the 1 and skip your turn, so you cannot use Embrace. I'm gonna change my strategy and I'm gonna be running Ankura. And you might think, how are you gonna do damage with Ankura? Well, you can actually have these 2 champions. So if you don't have Varkos, you have to use Fallen, or you can use any other nuker. Do not worry about making 20,000 points, you know. Use another nuker, but use Fallen because Fallen can get you high points, or use this dude as a nuker. So I built him as a nuker. I'm gonna show you, but it doesn't do crazy damage, right? I give me Rotos build. So same accessories, same stats, nothing too crazy. Rotos is a champion that I haven't been using him, so he has this second low grade merciless gear. And Varkos is gonna help with the damage, but it can be substituted with Fallen. I don't wanna see any comments say, I don't have Varkos, what did you do? Honestly, any nuker is fine. You can have, honestly, anybody here. A nuker, they can do some damage. Also, I actually geared these 2 champions. I'm gonna show you the build very soon. I basically got him in feral. No, I don't think I got him in so this one can be 9 pieces because I'm missing the banner. Maybe she was in 9 pieces. The reason why is because I want to land some poison, I want to land some bombs. She can also strip buff, and you need to strip the block debuff of the spirit boss here. So I just give me this basic gear that I found in the inventory. Nothing too OP, nothing too endgame, and they're gonna help because basically we're gonna do damage with this champion, and Ankura is the MVP because he's gonna make sure that one of these 2 champions, the one with the highest critical damage, he's not gonna get the true fear and the provoke. So he's gonna keep killing the bosses and the minions. So you must use Ancora here to have an easy life. So I'll show you. In this case, Varkos is the champion with the lowest, with the highest critical damage. He's gonna be the one that get protected. I wanted to be Valarin, but I mess up the critical damage, but it's fine. And if the whole team die, you only care about killing this guy first. Okay, you have to kill the minions because the minions heal him. So you kill the minions and then you kill this boss. Once this boss is dead, with your Nuker and Ancora, the Nuker Ancora can stay alive forever. Once this is done, you revive Valarin and you start healing, and you start placing the heal reduction on this boss, and then you can revive Hagiba, and you can steal the block debuff if you have to steal the block debuff, and that's it. So it's gonna be a super easy fight. Just a bit long because I did a mistake. I was attacking the boss, but you need to also kill this minion here. They both heal a lot. So I'm gonna skip. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. But look, even there, I got the shield from Ancora. Look, Varkos is untouched. He's gonna be free to do all the counters, all day 1 and day 2 that he wants, but it doesn't need to be him. I wanna make sure of that. So I'm gonna skip ahead. I killed the first minion, and now I'm gonna start killing the second minion on the right. The team is still alive, and I got barely any stats on those two champions, Telena and Valarin. So I killed this. Also, the boss now is not gonna heal, and he's gonna die very quickly. He's already died. Let me see where he is. Yeah, because I'm doing a lot of damage with Varkos, the counter. But that's not the point. The point is that you need Ancora as the MVP to keep your Nuker free of debuff. They can keep attacking without problem. So now I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. But you got the idea. So Agiba has this skill, the A3. Okay, I didn't showcase it there, I missed it. But anyway, it has the A3 that steal buff in case you have to steal a buff. I'm gonna move forward. Yeah, the boss didn't heal because the block debuff skill is a 5-turn cooldown. So if you have a reduction, she's never gonna heal. And also, Valarin has a passive that counter with the 1 and plays the reduction when someone heals. So 20,000 points. Honestly, guys, if you do this strategy that I just showcased, you can actually be first one in your leader spot. So try. We did average 19,000 points every key. If you don't want to use Ancora, you can use Leorius, and there are also other champions with this passive, okay? So this passive is render a champion immune to this kind of CC, so find champions that have this and use them. So instead of using Ancora, you can use Leorius as a nuker and kill basically the boss, right? Because it's unstoppable, you're just gonna use a 1, maybe got him in some regeneration gear like lifesteal or something, but you still need to have someone that can revive Valarin to place the reduction, and obviously use Fallen if you don't have Varkos, because he actually is a nuker, okay? He can do damage. He has ignored the defense with the A3. He plays decreased defense, block passive that's not really needed, but you know, he's a good champion, very strong for damage. Now let me see quickly where I'm at. I'm second. This guy's been first since day 1. You can check by clicking show team. You're gonna have your result compared to his result. Obviously I've been using those solo strategy team. I didn't do my best team. I think I'm gonna run also Marius as well. So he did 4,000 points here compared to me. I was using Doggo and Packmaster here, so I need to change that. More points he did than me here. Very close on stage 3, the one where I use the Carnage. I did double his turns on the stage 4, so I need to get better at this one. But the difference is not much compared that I did double the turns. And then he did less turns on stage 5, and actually did less turn but did less points. So maybe because you actually need to build your champions. I think you need to build your champion, you need to give them high team power so they can maybe boost the score at the end. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me show you the builds. So Ancora was just in Stone Skin Pharaoh for Arena. You can build it in a generation. The stats for this low stage don't matter, guys. Just over 100,000 HP, 4,000 defense, as much speed as you can get, and you are good. Okay, I'm not gonna showcase the rest because I don't think it's needed. Just the passive. This is the one that you have to abuse. Just basically immune to this debuff for the champion with the highest critical damage, and that's it. Now this is the build on Varkos, 6-piece merciless, and I was doing a lot of damage, a lot of critical damage, a lot of defense, but you can go without him and just use Embrace. I got the cat case as relic, fully book, Lightning Cage for Arena. These are the masteries, but like I say, you don't have to worry about these four. They can be naked. I mean, well, actually done the mastery here, so I can actually build there properly. So Feral on Telena, I just got some pieces and I just got these stats because she can actually do some more. She can boost the Termeter with the 2, right? Yeah, 20% Termeter increase. Poison, they can help for the damage, increase accuracy, but the rest doesn't really help here. She got the aura speed, that is very good. I still have to select the blessing and I need to select the masteries. Valorant, I got him with the nuking set, but I didn't have high critical damage. I forgot to reduce Varkos critical damage, and I just had these stats. There was enough to keep him alive. Maybe I revive him once, I think, but that's it. No relic, no books, 5-star brimstone, no masteries. Agiba got this 8-piece Pharaoh, just these stats to keep her alive a little bit. She can place bombs as a passive. So bombs, actually no, just when an enemy trying to place this debuff, you place a bomb, but she can place a bomb with the 3 and also steal the buff, then detonate the bombs, place leech, and HP board with the 1. So she's actually a very strong champion for PvE. Book her if you want, because you can actually use her. Now this is the build on Embrace, Savage, but you can go with any type of gear, honestly, because you can get 50% in your defense from the A3 and you can get 50% in your defense with the A2 if you have lowest HP compared to the bosses, or you can do double the damage if you have the opposite. So these are my total stats on the alternate form. I got the one of submission that is very good here, guys, because you get a lot of fear, freeze, stun. So have the one submission on your nukers. Fully booked, blessing, the 5-star blessing, Lightning Cages for Arena, and these are my masteries. This one was the build on Ishiyama, guys. I think the easiest champion to build, honestly. No accuracy, no resistance, nothing. Just HP, defense, speed, and the critical rate for the destroy max HP mechanic with the gemstone. That's it. And then I got this relic that I don't know if it works, but these gemstones are very good, and no books, no blessing, no masteries. And I was about to forget the build on Carnage. You guys would have killed me. So I went with this build. It might be too much. I don't think I needed all these stats, especially the speed. So less than 7,000 attack, 350 critical damage. But guys, you've seen how you need the accuracy to strip the shield. Once you strip the shield, you cannot get killed. You can have even 250 speed, start doing damage. You can focus the bosses or you can focus the minions. So it's up to you if you want to do the block revive strategy. But I think once you got the shield, you are so good. You got it for 3 turns and that boss plays it every 3 turns. So you just steal it and you're gonna be fine. So you can drop my stats a little bit, have 6,000 attack, 250 speed, 300 critical damage. Hopefully you guys have the 6-star blessing, which is something that everybody should get eventually. I got this rally that is very good to place an extra debuff, but it's not really needed here. Like, you know, if you go cut case, it's fine. Fully book, obviously, 6-star blessing for Arena, and these are my masteries. So I just wanna do this one as well, otherwise you guys would kill me in the comment section. So guys, that's it for this video. I'm about to lose my voice because I've been talking for 2 hours since I messed up with the microphone, so I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let me know in the comment section, let me know if I'm going crazy. I know I'm an endgame player. Is this hard? Because guys, those bosses were hitting for like 10, 11,000. Some of them were hitting high, but most of the enemies didn't hit hard. It's more annoying the fact that they strip you, they place fears, provoke sound. That's what kills you, not the actual damage. So let me know if I'm missing something, because I don't think this is hard and you can actually do it, guys. Solo strategy with these champions. Okay, let me know. And if you guys want, I can keep doing this for the 7th, 8th, you know, all the way to probably not 27, because, you know, this is level 300, this boss. Here we are facing bosses level 200. So we're gonna have 200 all the way to stage 9, then 250 all the way to stage 18. So maybe until stage 18 we can do solo strategy, but then from 19 moving forward it's gonna be very hard. So I'll try my best to do it. If I come up with any strategy, I'm gonna showcase. Obviously, let me know if you're interested in something in particular, like any type of like maybe HP boss strategy, something like that. Let me know in the comment section. Showcase this with your classmates if they need help with this new content. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in another video. See ya.